Well, down south, it was Brownsville veterans. They were the team they were the it team for a while, and we thought they're in good shape. All of a sudden, San Benito wakes up of this dream, and they're 4-0. They helped set the record down there, 67 points. The Greyhounds have the inside track on the district championship.
Yeah, I couldn't go to the game. I wanted to go to the game so bad, and my wife made me go to a movie with her.
Made you?
Yeah, she made me. So I went to a movie with her. I got out, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe the score.
Right, I kept seeing the scores too, and I was like, it must be a misprint.
Yeah, I would go to the
I'd
go to the bathroom during the movie. I'd look at my phone. I'm like, no, this isn't right.
What did you see? Fury?
No, let's not say.
Okay.
So
Pete's Dragon too, or what?
Gone Girl. If you watch it.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, if you watch that movie, you'll never want to get married.
Okay.
All right, so
okay.
But anyways, it was an incredible game because it was like a flag football game with helmets.
Derek Rodriguez, we don't know how many yards he had because I can't find the stats yet, but the dude number 11 for Vets was running up and down the field. The clips we have, we must have had 5 runs for about 150 yards. Man, that dude is tough. But what happened to Marcos Castillo, number 5?
I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. We're going to have to send somebody over there this week to find out because
I wish we'd have gone.
Yeah. But, well, maybe this week they'll do something too.
Well, who are they playing this week? Oh, only Harlingen.
Yeah.
That's the game of the week in the district. Discuss.
Now, here's the thing. Harlingen's not putting up many points.
223
Los Fresnos, Los Fresnos, I don't want to say they had their way with them, but they played it. They beat them up pretty good. Brownsville Vets can put up points. If you're going to beat Brownsville Vets, you got to put at least 28 points up.
51 and 57 the last 2 weeks, but the converse of that is that what?
They give up a ton.
Yeah, lately their defense is not stopping. I'll tell you, I watched the tape. They didn't look like they looked a little slow and a little tired. Sometimes when you get into a track meet, man, the kids get gassed. And you can tell they're walking around big-eyed. You know, you see hands on your hips, and I just think they were a little bit slow.
How many times have we seen a game where the offense scores so fast so the defense has 2 minutes to...
We're on the field again, right.
And then next you know, they get a stop. Next you know, offense scores again. They're back on the field.
So sooner or later, that defense wears out. Well, I think Veteran still has a pretty good ball club, obviously, against a Harlingen team that, they were tied 21-all in the 4th, man, but Los Fresnos made a late run. Then they got a couple of big plays at the end, and Alex Garcia at 26 had a big interception. Look, man, I'll tell you what, San Benito's good, Vets is good. Harlingen at times has been good, but Harlingen against Vets, that's almost an elimination game for the Cardinals, man. They got to win.
Yeah, because you don't want to play them, and you have to play Harlingen South and Bird Bowl.
That's right.
Because if you do that, I mean, you're risking everything on just one game.
Which is always a tussle. I mean, there's been some domination in the past, but right now, I don't feel like Harlingen's going to be that confident about saying we're going to whoop South. Yeah. South is not having that good a year, but they're going to definitely want to spoil Harlingen's season. And if South wins another couple of games, they might actually be in position for a playoff team.
Yeah, they're playing Hannah. They're playing Hannah this week, so
and they can beat Hannah because Hannah's 1-3, South is 1-2. A win puts you at 2-2. 2-2 is not so bad.
Yeah, and for Harlingen, you don't want to be that first team that doesn't make the playoffs.
Oh my! Look, that program expects a ton. So do the fans. They better beat Vets, man, or it's going to be tough. It really is. But before we move on, just want to put to rest the entire situation of the coaches and the reporter and all that stuff. Look, this is my personal opinion. We didn't discuss this. I, last week, probably said some things I wish I hadn't said, and I'll tell you why. Nobody died and granted me the mantle as the decider of what is ethical and what is right. I mean, I have my views and stuff, but I generally try not to call people out. And I think I just wanted to say that I felt bad about that. I listened to what we had said. I'm not talking about you. You're on your own, brother. I want to apologize to anyone I may have offended because I think I probably sounded like I was pontificating a little bit and trying to be a funny, kind of a smart aleck. And so, anyway, I don't have anything against our competitors. They are who they are. We're all part of a fraternity. I just want to get on with it, and I want to go to the football games and have fun, see my pals, and so let's put that thing to rest because I don't think it was that big a deal in the end, I hope.
Yeah. I think for me, I just want to see that sports, especially high school sports, is covered in a positive manner. Yeah. Because there's no need to put out there different things of sort that
we're almost victims of the technology that we have. Because, a lot of chismes now, not just me and you talking in the bar or in the parking lot, before you know it, everybody's talking about everything, and the next bowel movement has been analyzed. I mean, you can almost get to be kind of ridiculous. So what I'm asking is that we all get back to doing what we love, watching the games, being good to the kids in the communities, telling positive stories. I mean, we'll be reporters, and if things happen, we'll have to treat with them, but I guess what I just wanted to say was I felt like I was out of character last week. I really don't like to make opine in a personal way, even though it was kind of roundabout. And so I can't take it back, but I can tell you that I wish I hadn't spouted off. That's all.
I can tell you this: I got dinged by the NBA this week. So.
Oh yeah,
I showed
the Vipers, huh?
I showed the videos of Dwight Howard laughing at a question posed about James Harden. Let's just say they told me not to start spreading rumors, even though I wasn't doing any rumors. But
the professionals, right? Yeah. Well, let's go back to 32-60, and I hope that you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I'm just one of those guys who I don't want to be seen as someone who wants to get into it with anybody. I could not possibly care less about that stuff. I like to go to the games. That's what I like. Los Fresnos at Rivera. Back to reality. That's a big game. Rivera's won 2 in a row. All of a sudden, they're not a has-been. They're doing the same thing they did last year. Go the Raiders to the top.
And if you're the teams in 31-5A, especially if they come in as a 4 seed again like last year, are you afraid if you're Weslaco East or you're or Weslaco, whoever's going to be first seed in this district in 31-5A? Are you afraid of Rivera? Because Rivera is coming on again like they did last year.
Yeah. Elizondo, he's not throwing the ball as much as he did, but he's running the ball like crazy. Mm-hmm. He had 4 rushing touchdowns. They won that ball game, and they're 2-2 in district against Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos has lived dangerously all season. Them and PSG North and a couple others. It's been a wild season. It frankly has been a wild season because no team is that good to where you know what it's going to do every week. Even Mercedes, man, they get ahead, they get caught at the end. I'm not saying they got lucky to win. They were lucky that a few stupid little things didn't happen at the end, or they might have lost that ball game. Yeah. So Los Fresnos, which Los Fresnos team will come out? They have some good-looking players, man.
They do. They do. They have a lineman that people D1 schools are looking at right now.
I love Michael.
Yeah.
Pierce Ruiz is the quarterback that's done a pretty good job. Isaac Moreno had 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. So they find Eli Cruz one week, Isaac Moreno this week. We talked all kinds of things about the defense last week, and lo and behold, 42. Fabian Rodriguez was kicking people in that game, man. He was just hitting.
Yeah, and what I like is that Coach Finley's staff is their offense is very unpredictable. Because on one
play
point
we're talking about, go ahead.
Yeah, they bring a running back out like he's going to go out into the flat
behind him,
and the quarterback it's just a simple QB delay.
He went talking to everybody. He turned back around. He tapped his foot. Homeboy went behind him in motion. It looked like action left. The kid and the linebacker moved back, and then the Pierce just bloop on a 5-yard.
He just opened up the middle. And with that simple, just put the guy in motion. He cleared the middle, and he just.
It's a read, and you do that on purpose to get the guy out of the way. It worked. Homeboy scored, and Clint comes from pretty good pedigree. He's seen all the plays that can ever be called, the pro and college level. I'm not saying he has an edge per se, but he has an edge per se.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around.
Oh yeah, he played for the Cowboys and the Chefs.
That's right.
So
the Chefs. I remember that commercial.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so that's the 6A picture. Is there any way to predict who's going to come out on top in 32?
It's pretty hard right now.
San Benito is riding high. Their last 3 games are against average teams, so I say that they're going to win that district. Hope that's not the kiss of death.
Yeah, talk about, and that would be a great story because from where they were last year to this year, man, it'd be a great story.
And those fans are loving it. Man, I'm telling you, nobody takes it more seriously than San Benito, so we're happy for them so far. We'll see how it goes. Well, when we come back, we're going to take a quick siesta here so I can put the crying towel up so I'm being such a baby. And then come back and talk about the 5As because we got Ed Couch and Mercedes to talk about. Like we said, it was a game with twists and turns, and the denouement was almost different than we thought it would be.